Good afternoon, Athens. I'm back, your web anchor, Veronica Evans, and with me I have Jessica Suknanen, one of our special projects reporters. And now, as I explained this morning, we're doing a bit of a reflections piece today. We're reflecting on our past semester here in NewsSource. So I've asked Jessica to talk a little bit about her favorite moments, favorite parts of NewsSource.
Well, it's really hard to pick just one favorite, but one thing that really stands out in my mind is the very first show that we did. I was anchor, and things didn't really go very smoothly, and Cass and Gara came down to the studio and yelled at me in the middle of the show while the show was going on. So that was scary to say the least. But the next day, the next class, Smith came up to me in class and kind of, put his hand on my shoulder and told me it's going to be okay, and that Cass and Gara really does love all the students. It's just his own special way. So my favorite part of NewsSource is just how Cass and Gara and Smith really made a great team. Cass and Gara is kind of the really hard-nosed one, and he's such a stickler for everything, and Smith is too, but he definitely works really hard at making us all feel very comfortable and kind of being the big soft teddy bear that we all can go to when we're frightened. So that's definitely my favorite NewsSource memory.
Gotcha. Okay. What about your most stressful moment? Although that kind of sounds like it fits for that too, but if you could think of something else, what would be your most stressful moment?
Well, yeah, that probably was the most stressful moment of NewsSource. So luckily I started off like really bad, so nothing else this semester kind of compared at all to that. Another really stressful moment was covering, I guess, the Emily Bowman story when we got that last minute interview with the dad and kind of pulling that all together at the last minute. That was stressful, but it was a really great learning experience at the same time.
Okay. This question I've kind of tailored specifically to you because I have one in mind that I think was your coolest, but what would you say your coolest stand-up was that you've done throughout the semester?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. Wait. Okay, let me think of all the stand-ups I've done. I don't remember. Which one are you talking about?
Excuse me. The one that I have in mind was when you did, I think it was a story on research or science or something like that, and you were walking down the stairs. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about how that stand-up went and how you came up with that idea? It was so creative.
Yeah. So that story was about the sequester cuts, kind of slicing the UGA funding budget into a fraction of what it used to be. So I went and I interviewed one of the research professors who works on cancer research, and he's working on a vaccine for, I think it's breast cancer, not exactly, I don't really remember. But we were in his lab, and he was showing us some of his equipment, so that was just one huge piece that really stood out. And it was in the middle of the room, and it looked like something you used to like watch the stars with. It looks like something that you would find in a planetarium, but it was, I can't remember what it was used for. It was something very technical, but basically it was used to look at some things that are very, very small. So that's all I can tell you. But yeah, so that was, I mean, that just kind of presented itself. It really didn't require too much creativity on my part because it was there and I got to use it. So that was awesome.
Great. Okay, thanks so much, Jessica. Again, Jessica Suknanen is part of our special projects team along with Abby Johnson, and they actually have a very cool story that they're putting together for our 5 p.m. newscast. So make sure to tune in at 5 to see Jessica and Abby report on something that you might not see every day. Thanks so much, Athens.